right, joining us now on the Frmma on MMA Hotline. We are very pleased to have Fred Ciosi and Boni Montero of Boni Acai. Guys, how you doing?
Very good, very good. Thank you for having us.
I want to thank you guys for taking the time to speak with us. We know that fight fans know what Boni Acai is. They may see the logo on like the UFC's probably most famous fighters, Vitor Belfort, Lyoto Machida, last night's Glover Teixeira. So can we just give a quick run through what is Boni Acai?
So I think the best definition for Boni Açaí is like a kind of a dream for a Brazilian. We have a plan to take the açaí from the Amazon region and deliver and show for all over the world. Of course, we are doing better job in promote the brand than deliver the product because the distribution is kind of a challenge all over the world. It's so difficult, but we are learning every day like our Brazilian fighters.
So the essence of acai, what's the benefits and health benefits for a person to take this drink?
Well, the health benefits is that it's going to help your body function better. It's going to has antioxidants. It's high in antioxidants. One of the highest fruits or highest contents fruits containing antioxidants. Sorry about that. And overall health.
And the key, the key is not delivered. The key is not delivered just the health benefits, but something really tasty. Because we have many things what's good for your health, but it's not that good to drink or to eat. And we try to join the two things. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's just the problem with like a lot of these the health and like the pre-workout and post-workout is like the taste is really bad sometimes. But they say, oh, it's good for you, but like some people just can't get past that the bitterness of some of those drinks.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, that's what everything we do, we always want to make everything taste good, because if it tastes good, then people will drink it, they'll use it, and they'll enjoy it and share it.
Yep.
And then this is Albert. Real quick, I think a lot of United States, a lot of Americans aren't familiar with the acai palm. Do you feel that you have to educate about the actual fruit or just the energy drink itself?
I think the major problem with the U.S. market is not we don't have to educate. I think we just have to give for the Americans the real deal, the real acai. Because in all my trips to America, I have been trying so many juices and so many products over there, and they're so far away from the real Brazilian thing. And that's way we try to do. We try to ship the real deal now. And I think the education will come like eventually. The people will drinking, will liking. I think that's the way.
And then this is Guillermo. Just really quick, how did you associate yourself with the UFC or MMA in general?
So many years ago, I live in Belém, Pará, okay? And Lyoto was born in Bahia, but he lives in Belém, the same town. So he and his family, and we get friends, and he's starting the UFC. In the beginning, nobody believed him. Oh, a karate boy, we go inside we will be in the UFC. He cannot be there. He will not be a champion ever. And I definitely believe that. I kind of got the guy who believes in impossible things. What looks impossible in the beginning. So I believe in Lyoto. He believed me, of course. I believe in acai, and even UFC was not that big at that time,
Yeah.
And before the UFC came to Brazil, I already there, I already sponsored the UFC. I started to sponsor the UFC in Canada before they came to Brazil. So now he becomes so big in Brazil, and he's already big in US. I know in US you have so many other sports, but I believe in that, and we have lucky, and Lyoto grows, MMA grows, UFC grows, and many other fighters like Big Nog, like Vitor Belfort, like even Glover Teixeira. Do you see that? For example, yesterday night, Glover lost the fight, but he win the crowd because he never quit like a real Brazilian. It's not easy for us, but we never quit and keep going.
Now, Boni and Fred, I know like you guys got your roots started with fighters promoting the acai, but how is it important to get like crossover athletes from other sports promoting the drink?
Yeah, it's very important. We're a Brazilian product, so we started with MMA and we started with the Brazilian fighters, and we grew from there. So when we began with Lyoto, everybody wanted, all the Brazilians were saying, because at that time there wasn't really a good Brazilian company sponsoring anywhere in the UFC, so everybody wanted to be associated with that. But now that we have a foothold in the market and everybody knows the brand, at least within the MMA world, we're starting to branch out because that's the future. So we're starting to go with, we have a CrossFit models. we sponsor a lot of the girls. Miss Arizona for one, Jordan Wessel. She's competing for the Miss USA pageant in next month. We also have some surfers out of California, and we're just starting to pick up some skateboarders.
Oh wow!
And we also have some stand-up paddle guys. Chuck Patterson, which is if you're in the stand-up paddle world, he's like a legend. He's been using the product, one of our supporters for a very long time. So we understand that it is definitely something that needs to be done. We're taking it slow because well, one is the cost involved. So we don't want to go out there and sponsor everybody. I mean, if we had the money like Red Bull or something like that, that would be great.
Yeah.
But we've got to start slow.
So I know, Barney, you touched on it, like what Glover showed his heart and like the Machida's desire. So what do you guys look for in sponsored athletes? Like, you know, like, okay, I want to sponsor. I see something in this guy or this girl that I want to sponsor. Like, what do you look for characteristic wise in athletes?
It's a very good question. Of course, we don't want just a very, very good fighter. If the guy's very, very good fighter, is okay. But if he's not a good person, we are not interested on him or her. You know, of course, we make some mistakes, but definitely try to choose the right ones. And until now, I think in the majority we have very good persons. You can see, like I told you, like Glover, like Lyoto, like Big Nog. They are such a nice persons outside of the ring. You understand?
Yeah.
They show respects for the opponents, and I think we keep trying to choose the right ones.
Yeah, a good example is we're also trying to find a young fighters with good character and good heart. Max Holloway last night.
Yep.
You guys watched him fight.
Yep.
We picked him up when he was like 20 or 21, and have been supporting him out of Hawaii. And he's been a great supporter of the brand. It's a great young fighter. We think for him, he's got a great future. So we have the champions, and then we want to support and grow with the next champions. Brendan Schaub is another heavyweight that we have that we've been supporting him for years. He was our first American or non-Brazilian that we did sponsor and have under contract. And he's been a great ambassador for us there in the U.S. and international. So, I mean, we're trying to find, like Boney said, solid character, guys with good hearts that train and that represent the brand well everywhere, not just in our local communities.
And show for them we are there for them and with them, even when they lose, you know, because everybody can make mistakes, even us, even them. And for example, with Glover, he lost yesterday, but the next time we will be there. No problem.
I know that's one of your guys' values is loyalty, focus, and excellence. I know you see, like, you always read about fighters losing sponsors after they lose a fight, and it's almost a shame. But it's really great to hear that you guys are supporting and backing fighters no matter what, win or lose, and that's because their characters are so well in the community and in the ring, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we understand that in life. We all go through ups and downs, and we all have the battles, and sometimes we lose. It's not about whether we lose, it's about whether we can get up and keep going forward. And that's what we try to find in our fighters. We're going to be with those guys, you know, hopefully forever. Some people, you know, they kind of go the other direction and we don't stick with them. But for the most part, once you're a bony fighter, you're going to be a bony fighter for a long time.
That's awesome.
Like we have been proving this with acts, you know.
Yeah.
We are with those guys for years, and I cannot say just us. They choose us too. For example, some companies, like you told, just choose when they are winning and winning and winning. Us, no. If they win or lose, if they're good, if they give the maximum, we will be there. This is the problem. This is the way it is.
And then, real quick, I want to talk about some of your other products. One popular drink here in the United States is coconut water. You guys do have a coconut water, but yours is actually kind of unique and special. Can you guys talk about that?
Yeah, the coconut water that we have, I mean, we wanted to differentiate between everybody else's coconut water. And what we also wanted to do was to make something that tastes good. And in my mind, I really enjoy coconut water, but I enjoy it out of the coconut, you know, fresh off or maybe out of the freezer. And then you crack it open. And for me, that's the best. But seeing how none of us, or that most of us, don't live right where the coconuts grow.
Yeah, really.
You know, I can't drink 100% coconut water, a whole bottle or a whole can, it just after a while it doesn't. It's not refreshing. It's good for you. It's like what we talked about earlier. It's things that are good for you. You can. They just sometimes they don't taste that great.
Yeah, it's like when you're a kid, right? Like you eat your vegetables. I don't want it. They taste nasty, but they're good for you. But like your parents try to trick you into like eating this stuff. But this stuff is obviously the goal is to make it taste good.
Our parents will put like cheese on it, or ranch dressing, or whatever it takes to make us eat it. So we kind of did the same thing. We thought to ourselves, hey, we have coconuts, plenty of coconuts in Brazil. We have acai. We mixed acai with all of our products. So we used a coconut concentrate and mixed that with water as well as a clarified acai. And we made our drink more refreshing. So it's you still get the electrolytes and the benefits of your coconut water. And then you have a clarified acai that you can put in there and get the benefits of the acai berry. And then when you drink it, you can drink the whole thing and not just drink like half the bottle. Like sometimes I'll drink half the bottle of the pure coconut water, and then I put it away in the freezer and in the fridge or something. But with this, you could pound it all in one go.
And then the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick too is another product you have isn't necessarily a drink or anything, but it's your Bonnie weight loss. .com. Can you talk a little bit about that and how that works? Because I know right now, I mean, everybody struggles with getting into shape and eating good and actually just having a healthy lifestyle in general.
Yeah, with our Bonnie weight loss, we wanted to create something that because you nailed it right there. We're all struggling with our weight, especially my friend here. So.
Of course, he's talking for himself. He's dreamy now.
So we wanted to find the newest and some things that are natural. So we went out. We have the acai, which is we put in all of our products, but we also wanted to put in Garcinia gamboja. We wanted to put in yakan, which is a root out of Peru. We wanted to put in there the green coffee bean, and see the things that are today pretty hot in the market as far as being able to lose weight. And we wanted to add those with our acai, and comes in a powder stick. You just tear the stick open and you pour it into your water. You drink it twice a day, and with proper exercise and a good diet, you'll drop some weight.
That's like I think that's the key thing is the convenience of the sticks as well, right? I mean, people are always on the go. They work out after they go to work or before they go to school, and then the convenience of the sticks is awesome, right?
Yeah, it's the convenience of the stick is incredible because it's on the go. It's everybody. You're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Something it's better to drink more. And when you do have the water, add some of the Boney weight loss in your water, and you juice up your water, which is going to help you, shed some pounds.
Yeah. All right, Fred and Bonnie, we'll let you go. It would take up too much of your time. We want to thank you for taking the time to speak with us. All the products we talked about are available on BonnieAcaiUSA.com. You can follow them on Facebook, Facebook.com/BonnieAcai, Instagram @BonnieAcaiUSA, and Twitter @BonnieAcai. I want to thank you guys, Fred and Bonnie. Thank you so much for the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you guys. Thanks, Albert, Alex, Guillermo. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys
so much for the
Bonnie.
opportunity.
Thanks
so much for the opportunity, my friend.
Thank you.
Please visit 5roundmma.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. 5roundmma.com.
It's Alex Ramirez for 5 Round MMA beside Lorenz Larkin. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good, man.
Good UFC debut coming up. UFC on Fox, right? I believe Hanson versus Melendez.
Yep.
It's a UFC on Fox.
Yes.
Any nervous jitters coming in for the first UFC debut?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, because I just came from the fights last night.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was pretty, the crowd's pretty live. It's pretty crazy compared to, what I'm used to. So I always get jitters, so I think it's a good thing.
Well, if you're not nervous, you're not really prepared, right? Kind of.
Exactly. If any fighter that says he's not nervous or he goes in not just with jitters and butterflies, he's a liar. He's just trying to be cool.
Yeah. How's your training come along for the bout?
Oh, it's going good, man. My body's feeling good. No injuries yet, and my diet's going good. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, you wish a weight cut, right? You're from light heavyweight to middleweight. This is gonna be your middleweight debut, I believe, right?
No, it's gonna be my second middleweight fight.
Oh, okay. You fought Robbie Lawler previously in Strikeforce, yeah. Okay. You're probably with the weight cuts and going good, stuff like that.
No, it's going good, man. You know, I just, cutting out the burgers and pizza, and all the good stuff, and now my weight's starting to drop, so it's good. I'm right on schedule. I'm a little bit above schedule.
Okay.
So.
Okay, some of your opinions on your Strikeforce former colleagues, Luke Rockhold coming in the UFC. What do you think about that?
It's whatever.
Your training camp, how's that coming along? Millennium MMA, right?
Yeah, this is my home gym, Millennium MMA, in Rancho. It's going good, man. All my training partners are coming in hard, man, at me, and they're getting me ready. But next week, probably the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be going over with my buddy Bisbing, and then get some work in from him and help him out too, because he got the fight coming up too. So yeah, man, I'm just pumped.
Any final thoughts?
Oh, it's gonna be a good debut, man. I'm gonna go in there, smash, and just do what I do.
Please visit 5roundmma.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. 5roundmma.com.
Flip it. Get out of there. Get out of there, son.
Leg straight. Yeah, go ahead.
Get out of there, son.
That's it.
You boy.
That's the camera face. That's it.
Turn around. Get out of there. Breathe, Manuel. There you go. Flip him. Lock him in a lock, Manuel, right there, son. Get up. Breathe, Manuel. Get up, Manuel. Get up.
That's it, Mount.
There you go.
That's it. That's your fight. That's it.
Turn.
Nice,
Flip.
nice. That's it.
10 seconds, man. Get out of there. Let's go, Manuel. Stop.
Please visit 5roundmma.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
There you go. Box. There you go. Box him out.
please visit 5roundmma.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Get up, son! Get up! Go, man! There you go! There you go!
Seconds of round number 3. Your referee in charge, Larry Gladys, calls a halt to this bout for your winner by way of TKO, Mike Martinez.